Okay, so afternoon guys, hope everyone's having a fantastic Sunday out there and welcome to another episode of the Bearded Berserker with me, Matt. I hope you're all having a great weekend together, whatever you're doing out there, and welcome to another one of my videos. Now, if you've watched any of my videos whatsoever on my channel, you'll know that I'm into the whole Viking thing. I'm growing myself a big, thick, decent, epic style Viking beard, and in all of my videos that I'm doing, I'm trying to find my favourite beard oils, balms, skin products, hair products, all sorts of bits and pieces to try and treat my skin properly, beard properly, hair properly and stuff, and make the most of what I've got, which isn't particularly much because as I'm getting older, I need all the help that I can get. Now, one thing that I am priding myself on all of these videos that I'm doing, I do say it on each and every video, but I'm not affiliated to any of the companies whatsoever that send stuff through, or I go out and source them myself. It's all completely honest and 100% unbiased, and it's all my own honest opinion. Because there's no point in me just sitting there blowing smoke rings up companies' backsides and stuff like that, because there's no point in that. It's not doing me any favours, and it's certainly not doing any of us any favours at all, because there is nothing worse than going out spending hard-earned cash on stuff, getting it at home and just not liking it, and it just sits there, because we're all on limited budgets nowadays. So I'm kind of trying to use this to give my opinion so you guys get a bit of an informed idea when you go out and buy this stuff. Now, I've been sent through something pretty cool. Came a few days ago and had a look at it and everything else. It's not beard, skin or hair related, but it is kind of Viking and that whole kind of cool sort of thing to it. And this is from a UK chap known as Iron Bear Leather. I'm going to put all the links to Iron Bear Leather, Instagram and stuff like that, so please go and check them out afterwards. Now, as the name suggests, Iron Bear Leather, he makes leather stuff and bits and pieces and carving and stuff like that. And one thing I do like seeing is, I'm not a very creative person. I know I'm on here doing these videos and stuff like that. And a lot of the stuff you can buy now, whether it's Vikings related, pretty much everything in life, you've kind of got like that mass produced stuff out there, which, don't get me wrong, if you want to only pay cheap money for stuff and everything like that, it's great. But the thing is, there are these craftsmen all around the world, in UK and places like that, that have these skills that they're going out and they're making their own products as opposed to mass marketed stuff. And it's nice to be able to showcase some of that in these reviews that I'm doing, because the small little man on his own making stuff in his shed and everything else is so hard to try and find people that kind of like actually notice what he's doing and recognise what he's doing. And like these big companies have got all their sort of advertising and pay thousands upon thousands of pounds of advertising, it's nice to kind of showcase these little small either companies or individuals that are making some really, really cool products. Now, he sent me through a couple of bits to review. We're going to have a look at them, talk about the quality of them, and then afterwards, the same as all of my videos, we're going to score them out of 20. 0 being it's absolutely worthless, can't stand it, and what was the point in that? 10 being, meh, it's all right, and 20 being absolutely amazing. So that's kind of how I do all my reviews, and we'll look at the prices as well in that, and I will put links down below. Just have a glug of coffee, day off, nice to have a coffee. Now, the first thing he sent me through is, as the name suggests, Iron Bear Leather. He sent me through a bracer. Now, it's kind of like a leather cuff. You can get various different size ones, kind of like a few inches all the way up to half sleeve, full sleeves and stuff like that. And he makes just about everything from leather, from armour pieces, also using metal in his and steel in the stuff that he makes, to bags, satchels. He's also doing wood carving and stuff like that. And so he sent this, we're sort of chatting and everything else, and he has sent me this through to have a look at. Now, as you can see, it's got a carving in the middle of the helm of all Vikings, and kind of like an impression either side, a dragon, a bear and stuff. It's got soft leather on the outside, so it's not a thin piece of leather, and as you can see, the thickness on the outside bit is very thick. Then you've got a softer piece on the inside, so it's comfy whilst wearing it. As you can see, which is nice as well, it has got a taper to it, because obviously as it goes down your arm, your wrists get smaller. And one thing that was cool as well is he actually asked me for my measurements. So rather than just sending out a standard piece, he's kind of like taking my measurements into account. As you can see, all the fasteners on there and everything are really well made, and it's all very, very thick and really good quality and well made. Obviously you can choose different colours and stuff like that he'll dye the leather with. Went for the dark sort of like mahogany-esque sort of tan on here. Even the straps to do them up are very, very thick. Obviously when it did come through, it hasn't been treated or anything like that, so it's quite stiff. I have treated it with some leather stuff, so as you can see it's a lot softer now and a lot more supple. And I'm still in the process of breaking it in, but it is a really, really nice piece. The Helmavor, like I said, and it's kind of great work. And we were chatting and I said to him, well, how much kind of like do you charge for these? Because I'm looking at possibly getting a couple of more off him. And 40 quid. And it's like, really? He said, well, obviously you can pay more for that depending on how much, what you want done on it, because obviously you can put spikes on there, armour plating, chainmail and different dyes and colours and stuff like that. But 40 quid for a bit of solid leather, really well made, bespoke piece, I thought was quite good. And I asked him as well, I said, well, do you do the smaller ones with single kind of like buckles on there? Again, 30 quid. And the time it's taken him to make this, he's doing it anywhere between sort of 2 to 3 weeks, or depending on how much work you want obviously done on it. If you want a plain one, it's not going to take quite as long. But I'm really chuffed to pieces with this, knowing that it's kind of like a one-off thing, and I'm going to be using it in my photos on Instagram and everything. By the way, if you're not following me on Instagram, I am over there. Check out Viking Beard Matt, which is me over there, and Bearded Berserker on here. So that's really, really cool, and I really like that. Thank you very much. And also, he's done some carving as well. He's made a little oak pendant for me. And again, very nice piece of artwork, craftsmanship that's gone into it. And this is obviously a Mjolnir, Thor's hammer, comes with a nice bit of cord as well. And he's doing metal ones, and he's also doing the wooden ones with carving and whatever you pretty much want on it, runes and sort of stuff like that. And he's charging 25 quid. And that's quite nice when you can actually go out and you can buy a bespoke piece of something for yourself. You can chat with the craftsman backwards and forwards of what you're kind of looking at and what you're looking for, as opposed to buying something factory made that comes to it's just like, well, that's what you get. So, and it's nice. And the prices, I can't complain. 40 quid for a solid bespoke one-off piece of this, and the Mjolnir Thor's hammer that he sent through. And I really, really do appreciate that. And like I say, on top of that, he does make loads of other stuff as well. Body armour, bags. He also does kind of like rustic tribal furniture, chests and boxes and all sorts of bits and pieces. So it's nice to kind of like support these craftsmen out there that are very small and on his own, knocking up stuff in his shed or workshop, wherever he's doing it. And it's nice to be able to support people like that have got these really cool skills, which are kind of dying out now because everything's now becoming computerized, factory made, mass produced stuff, that it's nice to go back to where people actually make stuff for themselves and have that skill set in order to do that. And so thank you very much to Iron Bar Leather for sending that through. It's absolutely stunning. And like I say, I will be ordering a couple more pieces off of it. Not full Viking set, because obviously I look silly going to work dressed as a Viking. But beautiful. Absolutely love it. And I love the dye work and the coloration on there as well that he's put on it. And very, very nicely done. So what am I going to score him out of 20? I am going to score him straight off the bat, no thinking at all, 20 out of 20, because it's a dying art. These skills that people have had, leatherwork, metalwork, forging stuff and everything else like that, when you can buy everything factory made. The fact that it was to and fro, backwards and forwards, pretty much constantly about what I wanted on it, how he was going to make it, do I want it brighter, darker, everything. And the customer service with him was absolutely spot on. I cannot fault that at all. The price range, obviously the more work and stuff you have done on it, the more expense you pay on it, because there's more work than he's done, armor plates and bits and pieces like that. But absolutely fantastic work. So a straight up 20 out of 20, can't fault it at all, and very, very quick delivery. And it took him just over a week or so to do this, which is great stuff. And I've checked out his Instagram as well. He's got loads and loads of bits of armour and showcase and stuff that he's done on there. So please go check him out. Iron Bar Leather. I'll put the links in the description below. So thank you to him for sending that through. Absolutely fantastic. Now, if you are unaware, I'm going to be doing a live Halloween review, funnily enough, on Halloween, which happens to be, as it is every year, 31st of October, and that's going to be around about 8:30 UK time. I'm going to be doing a special Halloween review on there and a giveaway as well, so please join me for that. And thank you guys for watching another one of these videos. It does mean a lot to me, because I am trying to help the little companies out there that are doing some really fantastic top-notch stuff out there, and trying to sort of sort through the great stuff and the not so great stuff and everything. So it's good for me to try and find this stuff, and it's nice to kind of pass it on to you guys out there. I really do appreciate you guys taking the time out to watch these videos. Please subscribe down below. Hit that button wherever it might be located, whatever. And please like and comment. I do read every single comment that is posted, and I will reply to it, because I'm pretty much on YouTube and Instagram virtually every day and everything. So I'm happy for any comments and everything. Should anybody have any pieces at all out there they would like me to review and have a look at, or try and get them advertised and get their name out there a bit more, please get in touch with me. Either direct message me on Instagram, emails on here, so please send me a message, an email. Thank you guys. I look forward to seeing you in the next video, which will be in the next day or so. Please keep on taking care of each other. Keep on growing those beards, and I look forward to seeing you guys. Thank you. Look forward to seeing you on the next one. Have a good one. Take care. Bye.